Hello everyone and welcome to the Anti-Hero series where you can learn all about hero countering. The goal of these videos is to provide decent countering options and thereby improving your chances of winning. In this episode of the counter series we'll start with a short review on Valir, followed by some counters that you could use against him.
2, 1, go!
First skill, Burst Fireball. Valir casts a fireball in the designated direction. The fireball explodes upon hitting an enemy target, dealing damage to and slowing down the enemies within the blast radius. Meanwhile, the explosion will set the ground on fire, which leads to a second explosion after several seconds, dealing damage to enemies within the area of effect. Valir can stack the fireball up to 2 times. If the first target the fireball hits is an enemy hero, Valir will restore a fireball at once. Second skill, Searing Torrent. Valir unleashes a torrent of flames forward, knocking enemies back to the very end of its range and dealing damage to them. After being enhanced by Vengeance Flame, Searing Torrent will generate a firewall at the very end of its range, dealing continuous damage to enemies nearby. Ultimate, Vengeance Flame. Valir removes all control effects and surrounds himself with 4 Vengeance Flames, enhancing the damage of Burst Fireball and Searing Torrent. Valir gains extra movement speed upon casting Vengeance Flame. Passive, Ashing. Valir ignites his targets ablaze, dealing continuous damage to them. When this stackable effect reaches 3 stacks, an explosion will be triggered on the target, inflicting extra damage and a stun. In the laning phase, Valir pokes his enemy with Burst Fireball, then pushes them back with Searing Torrent. After casting Vengeance Flame, he casts Burst Fireball to follow up the damage. In the teamfight, Valir activates Vengeance Flame and repositions himself in the crowd. Then he casts the enhanced Searing Torrent to knock back the enemies and quickly stack up his passive. Lastly, the timely cast of Burst Fireball is enough to finish enemies off. GG.
Straight from the bat, we'll be discussing Leslie. So she's a great marksman that has a high damage and can quickly burst Valir down from a distance. When played by an experienced player, Valir won't be able to get close to Leslie. Now, high crit, elusiveness and a sniper rifle is all you need in order to take this mage down. And as a second option, let's look at Harley. When it comes down to fast killing, just send a letter to Harley and he'll be happy to oblige. His high burst and the ability to quickly get in and out of a fight is perfect against Valir. The way you can easily wipe the floor with him is as follows. Just use the bushes to sneak next to him, and after which you'll teleport in, you drop your ultimate and your first skill. After that, just watch the announcements as he'll drop. As today's closer, we'll mention Kagura. She's a great mage that could easily take care of Valir. Her first skill can be used to poke and burst any player. Should Valir land any of his skills and slow Kagura down, well, that's no problem, as that's where Kagura's second skill comes in. As for the teamfights, her ultimate is a great ability to quickly burst the backline and leave the enemy team at a disadvantage. And that's it for this video. Don't forget to like and to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any questions or suggestions on other counters, please make sure to share them with the community in the comment section down below. With that being said, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.